Hello everyone and welcome to yet another Shark. And before I unbox this brand new Shark DuoClean upright vacuum cleaner, I will point out that I didn't pay for it myself. I was supplied this free of charge from Shark UK, but that will not influence me in the least. In fact, I've bought more Sharks than I've had given free because I like them. And this is the latest in a long line of Shark powered lift-away cleaners, but this has a larger capacity bin. In fact, it says 50% larger capacity. It also has a wider cleaning head. Okay, without any further ado, let's open the box. So this is a brand new model for the UK. Just been launched, or is about to be launched at the time of making the video. So we have a quick start guide and the more detailed instruction book. It comes with a 5-year parts and labour guarantee, but you need to register it with Shark, which you can easily do online. So let's have a look. First out is the hose. We've also got the EU energy label, which isn't on the box, but it is on this swing ticket. Wow, look at that. Wow, I think this... I didn't know much about this cleaner because it's just sort of yesterday I found out I was getting this particular model. So this is certainly an upgrade to my previous powered lift away. It's got, and I'm wondering if you can actually switch the machine on and off from the handle, which is excellent if that's the case, because with the previous model you had to press a button on the top of the bagless container, you know, on the lift away part. But it looks like now Shark have incorporated the on-off switch into the hand grip, which is fantastic. There's various other settings as well here with a slide control. I'll be looking into all that as I experience this. Oh, well, it says here, look, fingertip controls. You've got a hard floor mode with a slower spinning brush bar and a carpet/low pile mode, and also a thick carpet/rug mode. That's also the release there to release the tube. So we'll quickly have a look at the EU energy label. So it gets an A rating for energy use, using on average 24.9 kilowatt hours per annum. It gets an A rating for dust emission, a C rating for dust pickup from carpet, a C rating for dust pickup from hard floors, and it's 80 decibels. Let's pop the hose to one side and pull out the next item, which is the main cleaner head. Which does look wider, yes. Now the previous DuoClean models, the heads were fairly narrow, which is okay if you live in a small home or you've got quite a lot of furniture. The narrower head was a benefit because you could get into all the nooks and crannies. But for larger areas, it did mean that it took a bit longer to clean. But now, look, it's a much wider head than previous versions. You've still got the DuoClean brush roll, the soft roller at the front. That's designed to pick up finer dust on your floors, but it also helps pick up larger debris as well. And behind that you've got the traditional brush roll. Now on this one, I don't think again you can take the brush roll out. You can access the brush roll. It's not as easy. Some Shark models you can take the brush roll out. With this one, it doesn't look like to be a quick release brush roll. You can actually remove the roller though by pulling on here. The roller after a certain amount of use will get grubby, but you can clean that. But with the top off, you can actually, you know, have access if you need to remove any hairs that have gathered around. Central air path on these, quite a nice large opening. It doesn't seem much different. It's a nice matte finish with a little bit of sort of rose gold highlight colours there. 2 big wheels for manoeuvrability at the back and 2 smaller wheels at the front. And the actual power nozzle is rated at 80 watts. It should have a cutout feature as well, so if you get anything caught that shouldn't be caught in the nozzle, it will automatically switch off to prevent any damage. But there we go, locks in place. So that's quite a hefty brush roller. Whoops, next out comes the metal wand. And again in that lovely sort of rose gold finish. More packaging. What's in this box? The accessories. So with this one, this is the pet version. So you do get, in addition to the other tools, you get this pet turbo nozzle with a rotating brush for dealing with pet hair. Now I'm assuming this is too new to be on Shark's website at the time of making the video. I'm assuming there'll be a version below this without the pet nozzle. I assume apart from that it'll be the same. If it goes by previous Shark uprights, you get the pet version and you get the standard version. The only difference between the two, apart from the colour in many cases, was the addition of that. So put that to one side. You also get the Crevice Tool with a brush. Does it? Yes, it's got the brush on it. So it's like a dual action. So you can use the brush, quite soft brushes, and you can push it back. It will be stiff because it's new. Push it back and use as a crevice tool. I think you'll be able to remove the brush altogether as well. If I just pull it, or can I? Should be able to. I'll check the instructions. Might not come off on that one. Use for fine. Oh, it does say brush head is removable, but it's probably going to take a bit of a pull. There we go. That's it. So that will enable you to get down the sides of your sofa, inside your car, without the brush attached. But for general cleaning around your home, it should be fine just to slide the brush forward and back as you need it. Finally, the other small tool with this particular version is your sort of regular upholstery nozzle. You can use that on your stairs, upholstery, etc. It's got 2 litter pickers either side of the nozzle. It probably, yes it does, it rotates as well. I think all we've got to reveal now is the main unit. And yes, I can already tell now that it is considerably larger capacity, which just means you'll have to empty it less frequently. Yes, doesn't have the on-off switch, so the switch I showed you on the handle is obviously the on-off switch. You've got the dust cup release button here. Press that. Yes, it's supposed to be 50% larger. And like all Sharks so far, you've got 2 ways of emptying. Well, you can empty it obviously from the bottom where the majority of dirt should fall out. And it's fairly smooth. There's not a lot of sort of bits where the dirt can collect. Some bagless cleaners, they have these strengtheners and they have sort of plastic bars and things that often trap the dirt. But that's fairly smooth in there. But of course, dirt can gather in the top of the cyclone here. So you have the option of tipping it out from the top as well. There's a central shroud which should remove. Should really check the instruction book, but I would assume that that comes off. I'm not going to force it. I'll be looking at this in more detail in a future video. But you've got a central plastic shroud, but that covers up, by the looks of it, there is a metal mesh inside that as well. So that'll trap any larger debris such as pet hair, and it'll be a case of sometimes you might have to remove that by hand. So there's that, and it uses the same sort of system as all the other Sharks. Somebody did ask me, I posted a picture of this on my Instagram account and they said, is it multi-cyclonic? I said I didn't think so, and it isn't. It is the same filtration method. So you have the felt filter that's located just over the motor there, so that will need washing from time to time. And you've got a sponge filter that comes off. Wash that, squeeze it out to dry, put it back when it's dry. That part there can be rinsed under water as well, and that assembles like that. Pop that in there. Sharks say every 3 months, but personally I would do it every month if this is going to be used as your regular vacuum. But you'll know, I mean, you will see how dirty that filter gets within use. But even though they look very dirty, they do maintain the suction. I've seen other channels that have actually picked up a lot of dirt with a shark and it still maintained the suction, even though it looked very dirty, this filter. So they will hold a lot of dust before they start to reduce suction. But if you clean it frequently, you shouldn't notice any drop in performance. So this is the final filter. Again, I assume it's washable, but you won't have to attend to this anywhere near the amount of the top filter. This is the final Hepa filter. So this is the exhaust vent. It should pull out somehow. It's probably in quite tightly. Oh, there we go. So you've got this. There's also, though, a foam filter behind the pleated Hepa. So I'm assuming that'll all be washable, but as I said, this is just a first look and unbox. So let's pop that back on. There we go, that clips in, that's it. Don't think there's anything else I can show you. The actual motor unit is 750 watts, and you've got the storage for the onboard tools here, but not the turbo brush, not the pet brush. That you have to store separately. And you've got the mains cable, which I think is 8 meters, but don't quote me. I'll put all the spec, as soon as I get all the spec for this, I'll put it under the video. But this will be available to buy very soon. You can check Shark's website, all the details will be on the website for you. Oops. So yes, I do like this finish. This is the same finish as the mains powered rocket, and I was quite impressed with that, especially the low noise level. Now, because this is made under new EU regulations, it is at the maximum 80 decibels, so it should sound considerably quieter than some of the previous Shark uprights I've used. Okay, very quick to assemble. Just remove the rest of the packaging from this hose. We'll pop it together. Okay, so first we need to assemble the wand into the floor nozzle, and it goes with the Shark logo to the front, and it just pushes in until it clicks like that. Then we need to insert the handle into the top of the wand, and again just push it until it clicks. Next we need to slide the pod onto the wand, so just locate it about there, and it should slide down. It should click in place. There we go. Once it's clicked into place, you can actually lift the cleaner from the handle here. And then finally, all we need to do is connect the hose to the actual suction unit here. It'll only go in one way. So which way does it go? This way, I think. Goes with the hose release button uppermost. So just push it, again it'll click. And finally, just here, about halfway, we've got this little ball joint, and that fits into a little socket just halfway up, just here. So that pushes in, that just keeps it all nice and neat. It also, when you use it in lift away mode, it will actually remove itself. You don't have to disconnect that. Like earlier models, you had to unhook it. This is designed so it will come away from the tube when you use it in the powered lift away mode. And the last thing to do is store the tools. So the combination dusting and crevice tool goes that side, and your upholstery / stair tool fits on here. So I'm ready to give this Shark its initial first run. To recline the handle, you need to place your foot on the head and just pull the handle back until it goes in the operating position. turn the machine on using the thumb switch here, and because I've got it on carpet, that's actually the middle setting, I believe, for regular carpet low pile. So I'm just going to move it to the middle setting and then switch on. Wow, that is quiet. Now you can say all you like about the EU regulations. Some people didn't like the fact that the EU was dictating the wattage and various other things about our vacuum cleaners. But one of the good things about the EU is the limit on noise level. It says 80 decibels, but it sounds quieter to my ears. That is lovely and quiet, even with the power head on. Shark weren't the first manufacturer to introduce a lift-away pod for easier above-floor cleaning, but I believe they were the first to introduce the powered lift-away feature, because apart from just having suction only when you lift away the pod, you can also have the powered brushing action of an upright. Now the advantage of this means you can clean under lower furniture easier. So of course you can use it as your regular upright cleaner, and it does a good job. It's got the swivel neck, but if you want to reach under very low furniture, obviously the suction pod is going to stop it going right under the furniture. But until you press, of course, the lift away button, nice big button at the top, now you can lift it away, just have to release the cable. So now I can use it like this, so you can switch it on, and again it's so easy. I was about to try and switch it on down here, but you don't have to anymore. All the controls are up here in the hand grip, so I'll switch it on to carpet, low pile. So we've still got the same action as when used in upright mode. We've still got the suction and we've still got the rotating brush. This is very good for getting under low furniture, under your beds and under your sofas. Of course, the other advantage of having the lift-away pod is when you're cleaning the stairs. It's also easier to take out to clean your car. It is a larger unit than many handhelds, but it's certainly easier than taking your big upright cleaner out and using the attached hose. So for above floor cleaning, you can actually detach. Either you can detach the wand or you can detach the floor nozzle. You can use it either way, so you've got suction only. If you want to detach the wand, there's a button that says wand release. Just press that, and now you've got an even lighter weight unit. And with the wand attached, you can use that for your high level cleaning, such as getting cobwebs out from the corners of your room, etc. But you can also use it, of course, without the wand. There's another wand release lever here, button. Just press that down, the wand comes off, and then you can attach any of the small tools directly to the end. So as I showed you earlier, they're stored on board. Two of them are anyway. You can just fit that into there. Now, one little thing that I didn't notice in the unboxing, which is a welcome addition. Shark have featured little LED lights on their cleaners before. Now we have an LED light. This light only comes on when it's in lift away mode. So if I turn the machine on, you'll see a nice bright LED. That isn't a gimmick. You'll be quite surprised how useful that is, especially if you're cleaning, say, the bottom of your built-in wardrobes. It's always dark in there. You can't see every nook and cranny. You can't see all the dust and dirt that's lurking in the corners. But having that very little but very bright LED means it's going to show you all the dirt that you might have missed. That is excellent. So Shark have really addressed some features that were missing from their previous machines. The LED is excellent. The fact that you can turn it on and off from the hand grip is another plus point. Well, that's about the end of my unboxing and initial first look at this Shark powered lift away, and I'm very impressed. I know it's very, very early days. I've had experience of a lot of Shark cleaners, and this has addressed many of the slight niggles I've had certainly it's very much quieter. I love having the on-off switch on the handle. I also love that little LED light also, and the various settings. So it's for the rugs, it reduces the suction. For the rugs, for lightweight rugs, you've got the lower brush speed for your hard floors. All in all, so far, I think this will be another winner for Shark. Now, I know I have been given this cleaner free. That will not influence what I think about it. I'm going to use it for a bit longer. If I find any flaws with it, I will tell you. I will be doing a full review of this, although I don't have to. I'm not obliged to do another video. I don't have to even do this one for Shark. All I have to do to keep this cleaner is do a written review for Shark. But because obviously I've got a YouTube channel, it's always better to see it in action than just to see a written review. But I'm not biased. If I don't like a vacuum, I will tell you whether I bought it myself or whether I've been given it from a retailer or manufacturer. If you have any questions about this machine, please ask in the comments section below, and stay tuned for the demo video, which will follow in a few weeks once I've got to use this machine a bit more. Bye for now, and I'll see you soon.